Well, pulling hundreds of books for review so parents don't have to.
That's what's happening now in Collier County schools, but in Lee County, that number is fewer than 10. The Night Beat's Amy Gallo joins us from outside school district headquarters. Amy, both districts are following the same law. Why is there such a big difference in the numbers?
Well, likely because there's no state list that every district has to follow. Each district had to create their own list and their own processes for reviewing books. Now, Kelly Lichter, a school board member for Collier County, tells me she thinks the reason Collier's list might be longer is because the county has media specialists at each of their schools, and that's not exactly the case at every district. Over 300 books gone off the shelves at Collier County Public Schools.
They took them out in huge boxes of the books.
But over in Lee, only 6 have been pulled.
6, wow.
Both Collier County schools and Lee County schools say it's in compliance with a new Florida law that bars sexual content from schools. But why the huge difference? What's at play here?
It sounds like that they were trying to preempt potential challenges, and that could explain the difference between Lee and Collier.
Shagru says the law makes it easier for parents to submit a challenge or objection, and when they do,
the school district has to remove those books immediately while the challenge is being investigated.
A spokesperson with Collier Schools told us no objection forms were looked at for this process. It was media specialists that performed an extensive review. Shagru thinks that's where the difference lies.
Lee might be saying, when we get a challenge, we'll deal with it, instead of trying to preemptively deciding what book should come off without a challenge.
Walsh tells me most teachers and media specialists she knows are upset about the list, but she isn't entirely against it.
I disagree with them being banned out of the library. I don't disagree with them being banned completely in classrooms.
Likewise, Walsh says parents are not keeping tabs on what their kids read. So instead of removing them from schools, she says the list should exist and kids should be able to check them out, but the school should, in turn, inform parents.
Say, hey, your kids check this out. Did you look? Did you pay attention? Did you ask them what they were reading? And put it on them.
I reached out to state lawmakers to find out why the state didn't create their own list for all of the schools to follow and why instead they made it so each district had to create their own. I also mentioned the stark differences between Lee's list and Collier's list, but I have yet to receive a response. Live on the Night Beat, Amy Gallo, Wink News.